Hello, my name is Gary Twigg and I'm with Quality Boats of Tampa Bay, and today we're going to introduce to you the new 35 Regal Sport Coupe 2019. So this 35 Regal is one of the best selling Regals on the market in the 35 foot category. We'll do a bit of a walkthrough. We'll start from the back and go forward. As you can see, it's got a large platform on the back, good enough to entertain. It's got a large seat on the rear with good storage. You've got plenty of storage for your ropes and fenders. You've got an area here for your cell phone and your drinks. Cup holders are very useful, obviously. We'll go through to the backrest here, which is adjustable, which creates a nice backrest facing aft towards the beach. A little bit down to lounge, and all the way down for a bed. Probably the biggest bed in this category. As we go inside, this whole seat is adjustable, so it comes from the rear forward. So if you really do want to do more entertaining off the rear, got a switch right here and it's electric, and the whole unit comes in. So it creates more space on the back of the deck, obviously lessens the space inside. There's an option for a cockpit table that mounts on the actual slider. The table's a pretty good size, it's at least 2 feet by around 3 feet. It's a teak solid table. We'll go through to the cockpit a little bit more here. Got a cockpit TV, flat screen, nice for entertaining. We can add a satellite TV if you'd like to add that. Going back to entertaining still, we have a smokeless grill made by Kenyan, probably one of the best on the market. Over here we have a waste bin. Every boat needs a waste bin. Then we have a full prep station sink, fresh water, obviously, cold water only. We go down here, we have full size, almost a full size refrigerator, stainless steel. We have an ice maker for your drinks. And also we've got all the LED blue lighting throughout the boat, which really makes the boat glow. This package is called Pebble Beach Interior. There's 2 options. This is the one of them. And then we have a titanium interior, which is more white with a gray. So whichever one you like, we can build the boat for you, whichever color scheme is better. We'll put it to that. Okay, so another thing we have is the battery switches, which is in a perfect location. That's usually the first thing you do, the last thing you do to a boat when you come on the boat and leave on the boat. So it's kind of nice to have good access for that. You've got a backrest here that faces obviously reverse if you want to do the seating with the table again. Or you can face it forward for entertaining with the captain. As you go through here, we have storage along the backrest with the table, which is solid teak, stainless steel bracket. And as we go on here, a little bit more storage, and of course we have air-conditioned cockpit, reverse cycle heat, and we've got a small fire suppression system down there for safety. This boat does have the seagrass carpet, which again it is a fantastic material. It dries out easy to maintain, and lasts longer than the older generation carpets. We have a small map chart locker on the left. Most people just keep magazines in them anymore. We'll go to the right, we have a full helm. This one is joystick controlled. So this one's going to be powered with twin Volvo 300 gas engines, stern drive, and obviously joystick. Shifters, obviously it's pretty straightforward here. 5-position tilt steering. We've got the leather wrap, which is like a sports car. Single GPS screen, but it does everything you need. You can have your engine gauges up here, you can have your GPS up here, do the charts, or you can split the screen and do both. So very easy to navigate through. Fusion stereo, this is a remote. The main head unit's down below. Again, it's another great system for the boating industry. We have the Garmin VHF radio, we have the antenna already mounted on the side. And if you're going out at night, we have the night guys, night owls. We have the searchlight on the front, that's remote from left to right, up and down. We also have an AC vent too, so when the AC is blowing down in the cabin, you've got some extra AC blowing into the cockpit here. Obviously it's got the trim tabs as standard, and the nice thing is the switch panel on the right hand side is very easy to see and navigate through. And you have another switch panel down here, pretty straightforward. And up above, the nice thing about this boat, which is what people are really getting into, canvas is the biggest complaint we really have on some boats. So they've eliminated the canvas and gone with a hard windshield. Nice hard windshield on the front, and we have electric sunroof. So this goes forward, it comes all the way aft. You can have it at any level. So if you just want to crack it open a little bit, get a nice breeze, you can. But it's nice in Florida when it rains. It takes like not even a minute, and you close this whole unit up. Going forward, we have a nice sun pad. Go through the windshield. It's easy to get through. So this sun pad's the grey. There's different color schemes you can get. But there's plenty of area. There's good non-skid around the sides. Got 4 cup holders on the sides here. Stainless steel anchor, windlass system, and it's all in its own locker, so there's nothing to stub your toes on, which is kind of the worst thing can happen. Nice high railing around the sides, and you've got, obviously this one's got the windshield wiper for the captain. Now there's 2 options for the color schemes too on the dash. So this one's kind of like the creamish color, then they have another one that's more like the gray color. So there's 2 choices for that if you don't care for this one. So we'll go forward into the cabin. So we have a nice dark wood floor. We have some lighter wood on the sides now to give it some contrast. This has got what they call the whisper wall, which what Regal does good at is they create more of the weight down below, so you get better stability on the boat. So they've actually managed to decrease some of the weight up above. So they do call this the whisper walling, and it's pretty nice how they do that. You've got plenty of daylight coming in with its own fixed blinds. Right here. That's on both sides. Okay. And this here makes a bed. It is electric. It hinges along the back here. So this whole backrest comes up and makes a queen size bed. The good thing is if you're not using the bed, now you have entertaining. And you have another bed in the aft, which is about a queen size as well, which pulls out and makes a bed, or it can be a seating area. And behind here, the seating is a beautiful high gloss cherry table. I mean, they did a really nice job of that. And the leg will actually go under here, so it's pretty easy to get to. There's actually another bed too. This is an option, and this bed folds out. Comes about another 1.5 foot to 18 inches out. So it's really good if you've got some extra guests on board, you want a 6 berth, it'll make it up pretty quick. But the table leg is under here, table's in here, so you can sit and entertain and dine down in the cabin. Again, full air conditioned cabin. They already come with some blankets, the pillows already on this boat. We have a 2-burner stove. The nice thing is the lid for the stove acts as a backsplash. We have a nice sink, hot and cold water, stainless steel. And a good, decent sized refrigerator, very deep. So new for 19 is these handles, a little bit easier to grab hold of. They've tried to get as much storage into a boat as possible and make some of this valuable space usable. DVD player. This is your main head unit for the Fusion. So this is really the main head for it for the whole boat. Air conditioning, as you know, we just mentioned that. Over here, they even offer you cups and plates and bowls. So you've got the basics to get you going. Nice porthole to get some ventilation. You've got the 2 bed lamps on the sides, all LEDs. Storage wise, not too bad. It's got a hanging locker. It is a half locker, so a full shirt will sit in there nicely. It actually goes pretty deep. A bit more storage on the other side. And then we have full storage in the bottom. So if you have those water bottles, the heavy stuff, keep them all down here out of the way. In actual fact, what this is a windshield cover that is kind of see-through, and it eliminates a lot of the heat in the actual cockpit when you've got the AC blowing if you're camping out on the boat. So that's a nice feature to have. Going through here, we've got the head, very important. It's a full-size head. I'm 5'9", and I'll step inside right now. And there's at least another good 4 or 5 inches more above my head. It does have the shower curtain to help the water, but otherwise, this is all watertight, it's all fiberglass. and it's pretty easy to maintain. Vacuum flush head system, plenty of storage again for all your cosmetics. And again, this has got the blower, so you got AC blown in here, cool it down. Towel rack. Now this is the biggest feature, quite honestly, is the shower head. So it's only one in a few classes out there that actually offer you a full size or a full shower head versus using the one that comes out of the sink faucet. So to me, that's a big feature. But otherwise, there's plenty of room. Full size mirror. And we have storage under here. Got some jackets in there now. But again, it's space that they've utilized. Storage is big. Then we've got the nice hardwood steps coming up. They get some wear and tear, so they have to be in hardwood. Stainless steel header right here. And there you have it. It's a 2019 35 Regal Sport Coupe. Again, it's one of the best 35s on the market. Come and take a look. So another important part of the boat is the electrical panel. People sometimes get overwhelmed with this, but quite honestly, it's pretty straightforward. We have the 12-volt panel here. This is everything that works off the batteries. Then you have your full power that's coming in by shore power. So you've got the 120-volt coming in here. Typically, you need one cable for this boat. You can run everything with a parallel to run both sides of your panel. But if you do tend to want to use pretty much 90 to 100% of everything, then you would need two shore powers plugged in, which are on the boat. We have the level monitor, which is good to show you what fresh water you have and what waste you have. So it's nice that you can make sure you've got plenty of water for the trip, zero waste, so you're good to go there. Ship's antenna, shore antenna, pretty straightforward. Otherwise, it's covered out with a nice plexiglass front door, so you can kind of see the light still on it. They do a nice job of that. And flat screen TV, Samsung. Very good, actually. It's a good size. I think this works off your DVD player, obviously, and you can add pictures and all that kind of stuff to it, cameras. It's a nice system. So we'll edit that a little bit. Maybe. So another good thing about the Regals, this is one of 3 TVs they offer on the boat. So there's actually more TVs on this boat than there is in my house. But anyway, they offer that. It's a good screen, HDMI adapters, USB ports. So thank you for joining me and walking through the 35 Regal Sport Coupe. Again, my name is Gary Twigg with Quality Boats, and you can reach us at 727-530-1815 for more information. This is a 2019 35 in stock. So if you have any questions, give us a call. Thank you for your time.